Hey, we're in Vegas. We're here for NAB 2017. That's the National Association of Broadcasters, and it's the big conference they have every year where all the big, best video cameras are here. It's all about video gear. It's for nerds. So I don't know, if you're not into gear, this may not be the episode for you, but I'm really into video gear. Alan is too. What are you into seeing here?
I'm really excited to see the new Arri S60W. We read and saw a lot of great news coming up to it, especially the wireless transmission, as well as the new BlackMagic URSA Mini Pro 4.6K.
Yeah, I want to see that. URSA Mini looks
sounds very promising.
Yeah, I'm into things that I can end up buying. I'm not going to buy an Alexa, sadly. So, but there's the new Sony A9, which that's what everybody's looking for. It seems like it's mostly going to be targeted to sports photographers. It's less of a video camera, but I mean, I'm still very interested in that. I don't know. I don't really plan to switch. It'd be too expensive for me to switch from Canon to Sony, but this might be the time that Sony really starts to take over. So I got to get my hands on an A9. And then I'm also just looking for vlogging solutions for stuff like this, like wide lenses and small monitors and microphones and ways that I can make this portable shooting work a little bit better. I'd love to see DJI get into the gimbal market of the like one-hand pistol grip for mirrorless cameras, because they've done it for iPhones and the Osmo. Like, those are great, but other companies are doing decent versions that would support a Sony.
Yeah.
I need to see what DJI is going to do before I buy one. But we do know they just announced the Ronin 2.
Yeah, the Ronin 2 sounds very exciting and massive.
We got to go find it.
So we got to go find it. Let's do it. Like, follow, subscribe!
Day one is just going to be a vlog, and we're going to check out the things that are exciting. And to start with, there's DJI. We saw this morning that they announced the new Ronin 2. Let's find one.
It's right there. I see.
Oh, okay, we found one. That was quick.
Alan, tell us what the Ronin MX is like.
I have no... I mean, it's great. It's not on. I don't know.
Works better when it's on. Okay, let's try the 2. Let's get over there. That's one of the big things, is also adding the touchscreen, and the battery on it can power up to a red. I don't know what this battery is. I guess it's a DJI battery, but everything is self-powered in this one package. Right, so you don't need a separate stand. You can just put it down. Yeah, right. On the way here, I was saying it's too bad that no camera manufacturers are really making a dedicated vlogging camera. This is like as close as you get is this Osmo rig, but it's kind of a mess of a contraption. I don't know if it's sold. Okay, I just saw on Twitter that SmallHD just announced a sub 500 monitor that's meant for running guns, so we gotta go find that. Wow, it is so hard to stay focused here. There's so much going on. Alan, this is your first time here. What do you think of NAB so far?
I'm really excited. I didn't expect myself to be this excited about NAB. I'm stoked to check everything out.
Okay, here we go. We found SmallHD. Where's this little thing?
Oh, you guys see it? No.
We're here at the SmallHD booth, and I'm playing with the new Focus monitor. It's a 5-inch monitor that is basically perfect for this exact setup, for a sort of run and gun YouTube scenario where I can check my framing on top of the camera and then record and look into the frame and hold it all with one hand. It's got a nice little side mount for the microphone. It has a Sony series battery on the back that can power the whole camera by running the power through an external output into the false battery. And some really amazing features I was surprised by is that it still has all like the false colors, the waveforms, the peaking. Everything's available through a touchscreen that was available in the previous 5 series, but now in a way smaller form factor.
I think I need this.
We got our hands on the Sony A9, which is the camera that everybody's talking about this week. It's not primarily a video camera, which makes it kind of interesting that it is being announced just before NAB, and it's here and everybody's excited about it. It's a little too bad they didn't focus on the video part. Basically, they don't have picture profiles. That's the main missing thing, but it does read out at 6K and downsamples to 4K. So it should be even a little bit sharper than the A7R2 or the A7S2. I think it's really critical that they move that joystick to the back so they are able to select focus with it. For still shooters, you need that. You can't not do it. The way I had it set up on my A7R2 is to press the set button and use the spinny wheel to move things around. It did not work very well. You've probably heard a lot of the specs already. It shoots at 20 frames per second, which is incredible. I think that's the fastest we really have for a stills camera, so it's going faster than the big boys from Canon and Nikon, like the 1DX and the D5. It's still missing things like weather sealing and really strong durability, but they added a bigger battery, which is super important. Now this thing lasts more than 2 times as long as the previous version did. So we'll talk about this more in the future. This camera is going to be a big deal for a while to come, but it was really great to get my hands on it. We're almost at the end of day one. We haven't seen nearly everything we want to see, but how is it even possible to? This place is so big. It has so much. We're just barely getting started. We just want to check out the BlackMagic booth quickly before we leave. So far, the Sony A9 has really stolen the show, even though it's primarily a stills camera. I was told that there's only 4 of them here, and they're basically just traveling the country all over the place because they barely made any of them yet, but it feels like such a refined camera. The threat to DSLRs from mirrorless is real. They're taking over. The biggest disappointment of the show, there was no new BlackMagic pocket cinema camera. How many years has it been? Come on. This is the BlackMagic URSA Mini Pro 4.6K. This is what I currently think is going to give the FS7 a real run for its money in the like upper mid-range of cameras. Hello. It's the only other really high-end camera I'd think about getting. It's about $6,000. It's over 4K. It has all of the real professional features that you want. It has internal ND filters, rights to see fast cards. It has XLR inputs. I think you can get it at PL and EF mount. It's just got all the stuff that you want to do a full real production, but it's still relatively small, extremely well built. Obviously shoots in RAW, that's something BlackMagic is well known for. This is a camera I would really think about buying. Like the price range is at a point that it could be worth it. It's not too big. I got work scouting.
Night of work to do.
That's the end of day one. NAB is completely impossible to capture in a YouTube video. So it's just a really quick tour of some of the things that were exciting here. After spending that whole day walking around, we still have a million questions, dozens more booths. We need to see, sessions to learn from, people to meet. If you've never been to NAB and you're thinking about it, yeah, you should come. Quick answer to your question, you should be here. It's inspiring, it's exciting. You'll learn a lot. You make new friends. What do you think, Alan?
I think it was a great day, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love NAB.
Me too.